to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play from scrimmage. Here's Strong. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well up. The 45, a well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, They shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Perry on the move to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Off play action. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll change things up. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And you look at this Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Let's go.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Thompson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Strong. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Strong. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Check smash. Check smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And you look at this Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Second down and 6 now. They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Thompson looking to throw. He's got Otten. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third and long, Thompson. He's going to have the first down and then some. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again. Strong. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now they'll audible to something else. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake. Strong. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Off play action. Strong. Under pressure, they got him again. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Evades him at the 10. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Thompson's throw taken in by Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd down and 3. They'll go up the middle with White.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
First down, Thompson. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's Thompson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Thompson on 1st and 10. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion left, Godwin. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. A final shot before break. Thompson. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson. Forced out to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Thompson. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Thompson will look to the air on first down. That's taken in by Palmer. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 8. Henderson running straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down in the Buccaneer territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. He's got Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Strong. And this is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
Touchdown, Saints! Jerome Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. It's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. 2nd and 10. Thompson going to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who's the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Here we go, shot.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Strong. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they've had no... And he's got it! It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Thompson now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 coming up. Thompson going play action here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Thompson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, Thompson going to throw for it. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Bucs trying on 4th down to come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. Allen's got it complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down. Strong. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On second down, it's Tucker. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And a fun close.